Is that Demi Moore kissing a Moore? That's the question making the rounds online after an old clip of Demi Moore resurfaced.
A bigger man. He is, and I really love him.
And the timing has definitely added to the conversation. With the Epstein fallout still shaping how people look at past Hollywood moments, viewers are revisiting footage from decades ago with a much more critical eye. The clip dates back to 1982. Moore was 19 and appearing on General Hospital, one of her very first major roles. During a televised segment celebrating her co-star's 15th birthday, she's seen giving him a few playful kisses on the lips, smiling and joking around for the cameras. At the time, it was presented as light celebratory content, the kind of bubbly entertainment TV that filled early 80s broadcasts. Fast forward to today, and the same moment is being interpreted very differently. Social media reactions have been mixed. Some viewers say the age difference makes them uncomfortable, especially when watched through today's standards around boundaries and consent. Others point out that Moore herself was still a teenager, that the interaction happened publicly in front of cameras and adults, and that there's no suggestion of anything beyond that brief on-camera moment. Context, they argue, is important. It's also worth remembering where Moore was in her life at that point. She was just beginning her climb in Hollywood, years before becoming one of the most recognizable faces of the 90s with films like Ghost, A Few Good Men, and Indecent Proposal. Over the decades, she's spoken openly about the pressures of early fame, personal struggles, and the complicated environment young actors often navigated at the time. Part of what makes this clip resonate now is how much the cultural landscape has changed. Audiences in 2026 are far more attuned to conversations about age gaps and power dynamics in the entertainment industry. Moments that once aired without controversy are now revisited with new questions and new sensitivities. That doesn't automatically define the situation one way or another, but it does explain why it's being discussed so widely. For some, the video feels like an awkward relic of a different era of television. For others, it raises broader reflections about how young actors were portrayed and encouraged to interact publicly. Either way, it highlights how quickly standards evolve, and how footage from decades ago can take on an entirely new meaning when viewed through today's lens. The bigger picture here isn't just about one clip. It's about how audiences are reassessing the past, especially in a post-Epstein climate where scrutiny is high and tolerance for blurred boundaries is lower than ever. And as long as old videos continue to resurface, these conversations likely aren't going anywhere. If you've seen Line feels almost cinematic. Users are dissecting timestamps, comparing metadata. The narrative is building itself in real time. Dark, sensational, and designed to shock. That's how conspiracy ecosystems thrive. Take a high-profile scandal, attach a globally recognized name, add a layer of taboo horror, and let the algorithm do the rest. Once the keywords start trending, context becomes optional. Emotion takes over. Suspicion becomes entertainment. For conspiracy-focused audiences, the intrigue is irresistible. Secret rituals, hidden correspondence, elite double lives. It taps into distrust of power and the thrill of uncovering something they don't want you to see. But right now, these claims remain exactly that. Claims circulating online. Theories like this are spreading everywhere, but nothing has been confirmed.